I hit a button. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of We Are Watching. Well, this is Jedi Academy, and we are watching Ahsoka. This is episode 6. I have, as usual, my friends with me, Padawan Frito. I have a newcomer. We have a newcomer tonight, I should say, John from Movie Lovers. And then we have, as always, Tamika and Marie with us. How are we all doing tonight? Don't give me that look.
I'm pretty sure John was on Sunday's episode. I'm just going to say that,
Oh,
right?
he missed.
No, he missed it. Oh, damn.
Yep.
Okay.
Newcomer to Ahsoka show.
His first time.
Gotcha.
But how are we all doing tonight, guys?
Good, doing great.
Good.
We have a very exciting episode to talk about.
Yes.
We do. Yes, we do. Where do we want to start? We just want to start right in the beginning, guys, because we hop right out of hyperspace.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go wherever we want to go.
And we are, well, we're with, I should say, we're with Elsbeth and Baylor and Nadi. I always forget their names. God damn, I don't know why. Hottie, is that her name?
Shin.
Yes.
Shin Hati, yes.
Shin.
So, yeah, so we arrived to the planet, which was the original planet of the Dark Sisters, home of the Dark, now you're throwing me off, the Night Sisters. And they land, they go down to the planet. They get hailed first. I guess that's important. They get hailed first. They go to the beacon, and they walk up, and we see 3 Night Sisters that are look very similar in attire and dress and things like that, but very different in appearance. Almost dying or zombie-like, or kind of alive, kind of not alive.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can definitely tell that they have been around for a very long time. Their presence, but what also I liked is they looked more like the Night Sisters that we are used to. From Clone Wars and Rebels, they had more of those features of the kind of paler skin, kind of just more of the attributes that we see, unlike Elsbeth, right? That's
Morgan Elspeth.
Yes,
Morgan. Yeah, Morgan.
More so than her appearance. So I think that was really nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Did anyone else? So starting from that golden boxy ship coming down, and then the landscape, and then the Night Sisters speaking with the echo. Did anyone else get super Dune vibes?
That's what I was going to bring up.
Definitely Dune vibes in this episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the moment that boxy ship started coming down, I was like, this gives me Dune vibes.
Yeah.
And then they spoke and had that echo voice, and I was like, okay, now it really does.
Yeah.
Which is fine with me.
Absolutely. I agree.
I have to say, that wide angle shot is definitely cinematic. It definitely has that Dune kind of vibe to it. Something that I totally dug as well.
I think
because
this
I also
whole
had
show
goosebumps.
has that. Yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
Really does.
And then, correct me if I'm wrong, before we actually see the Grand Admiral, it's the scene between Ahsoka and
Hu
Yang, thank you.
yes.
Which I think was also a really nice scene. Just, talking about the old stories of the Jedi, and, her finally telling someone, even if it's just her robot companion, finally telling someone what really is going on with Sabine, which is, I think, finally, because she kept it from Hera, and she finally just told him, and his reaction kind of is more of like, well, she has made this decision with the information she's been given, and you haven't taught her the best of your abilities. Basically, like, not kind of blaming her, in my opinion, but kind of being like, you can't fault her in this.
Yeah. Yeah.
He came from it like, well, she did what she thought was best for her.
Yeah.
Right.
And then with oh God, Ahsoka, she's like really trying to stay in tune with the force, and like, oh, she did it out of fear. She, whatever. And she's like, no, it did what was best for her in that time, and everyone sees things differently when they,
Well,
I guess
that's
when they
just like
interact
what's
with
his name.
force. Yeah,
Right, because that's just like what's his name said though too. It's like, well, whenever the Jedi, the whole entire temple fell, and then she looks at him and is like, "So do you miss it?" And she turns around and he turns around and says, "I miss aspects of it, but I don't actually miss it." And it also breaks you down to where she came from. She goes, "So am I like her?" She goes, "No, you're fighting for a different reason than what she is." So it gives you a breakdown of the split and differences between the motivations between the two characters, which I really liked with it. And you can tell that this person's also struggling with his own self-doubts, with his own guilt and stuff like that for betraying the order, but at the same time missing it because that's also his home and what he grew up in.
Is that later? We're talking about that's later on, right?
Right, that's later on. I'm kind
of
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. I got confused for 2 seconds. I needed to be.
Sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know that you guys were going in order. My bad.
All good. All good.
No, it's fine. Yeah, no, you're fine.
Okay. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, we get a lot from, I think, Baylor and her in this episode, actually, because there is that he feels like a Jedi. I don't know how else to say it, but he's not cruel, he's not menacing, he's not mean, he's calculating, and he makes decisions that might not be the best decision, or even a decision a Jedi would make, maybe.
He's like Littlefinger of the Star Wars universe.
But he feels like a Jedi when he's teaching her, when he's talking to her. He's calm. He's very, you know what I mean? Like he has that peace that a Jedi Master would have. Where a Sith is more, they're very aggressive, always trying to one up and always trying to demean. And
I don't know if you guys
not that type of dynamic with him at all.
I don't know if you guys took away from this, but furthering my thoughts on Balin, it seems like he wants to create a better Jedi Order. Is like the goal. It's just literally like he is 100%. In my opinion, just trying to create, and he's talking about a new beginning and maybe starting it here on this new planet and finding this power. I think that is just, he is determined to fix the Jedi Order in the ways that he thinks they had failed and making it better. How he plans on doing it, and I mean, we do know that where the Night Sisters are all from does hold some hidden powers that may be unbeknownst to anyone on the planet. So I think that I just don't know what he is going to find, and him being this, in all of our opinions, this Jedi Knight. These are dark powers you're working with if you're going down this route. This planet is a very dark side oriented planet. So if you're tapping into the powers that be at this planet, you are tapping into the dark side.
Yeah. I like what John compared him to, like Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. Like he does seem that way. Like he has his own motives. He's not on anybody's side. And also too, he was talking about the new order and just how he missed what it represented, what it was supposed to be until the fall and everything else. So yeah, I get that. I don't know what he think he's gonna find with this power. I don't know.
But I mean, the real thing, guys. What do we think about the actual Grand Admiral Thrawn's first appearance on the show? Because I mean, guys, I don't know about you, that commanding presence, just from the moment he stepped onto the screen, you could just feel it. Like he didn't have any worries. He was a step ahead of everything. And I think there was a beautiful moment for me as a fan of Rebels, seeing the mastermind that he is. He had no idea that they had captured Sabine. He took that information, and within 2 seconds, he had already formulated a plan and a plot to make sure that he got Ezra Bridger as well before he left this planet.
Always.
And I think that is
Yeah.
just the master tactician that he is at play right there. It is so beautiful to see that. And they capture it, like I said, within the first 2 minutes he's on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with everything you just said. I totally do. But there's one thing that we can get to later when we get to it that really makes me be like, wait a minute, really? Okay, I don't know.
What?
It just kind of it kind of throws me off because he is so brilliant. That's why little things I think throw me off when they don't match up because I mean I guess
What
we could just talk
things?
about the
I
fact
need,
that
yeah,
Ezra is
because
there,
now I need to know.
and he hasn't called.
I
him
thought
yet,
everything
and
matched up
he
for
waits,
me. I mean,
he waits
Well,
all
okay.
these years till Sabine gets there to go.
So
Like
what I think they're
he
going to
would
go
have
down.
found him by now, and
I think what they're going to go down with the route is so like you know how the Ewoks helped
yeah,
the rebels.
Yeah.
They're going to use
dude, he's got a
whatever
Star
these are
Destroyer.
called. I understand he has a Star Destroyer, but like you're not Ezra Bridger. Who the hell cares?
Carpet bomb that planet. He would have carpet bombed that planet.
I mean, he already said he didn't have the resources, so why would he waste it on one person?
Yeah.
Maybe he's a bit off his game.
Like,
'cause
and you also have to. I'm sorry.
Right.
sorry
his
continue.
uniform
go.
was
Yeah.
kind of tattered a little bit if you look closely at it, and it had like a smidget of dirt. So maybe he's like got a little bit thrown off his game. Not as sharp, but he's getting there.
You also have to think he's a master tactician. Ezra probably got away when the whole thing like happened and been hiding from ever since the first day. Is it smart for him to take resources away from rebuilding his ship and trying to communicate with other people on the other side, or is it is it smarter for him to settle a petty squabble to get Ezra, who stranded him here? Because getting Ezra is not going to fix his problem whatsoever. He's still going to be stuck. Ezra may be dead, but now he's still going to be stuck as well. He had nothing to help him.
Yeah.
well,
So I
another thing
don't-
too
Plus,
is,
go ahead.
but
Go ahead, Joe.
to quote Leia though too, it's like, so congratulations, you killed everybody on the ship. You killed every single one of those guys. But what good is that for only targeting one person? Like you said, that's just basically what I'm thinking of when you mentioned that, Jason. Like, what's good? What good is going to come out of it for only targeting one person?
Yeah.
And everything too. And why would you do that when you're still trying to rebuild? It does not make sense.
Yeah.
And that's where I think that the whole entire Leia quote comes in from. For me, is okay. Congratulations, Poe. You killed everybody, but look what happened to the fleet. You killed everybody that was part of your friends and everything else. So was it worth the risk? It's the same thing. Is this worth the risk for him to risk one person?
And I think it's just I think the fact that Sabine had gotten wrapped into it, he took it upon himself to maybe be like, okay, now I can finally check that off without having to exert any resources of my own, because now I have these mercenaries here who are going to follow them and take care of him for me. And now that's none of my men that have to go after it. And she's going to find him for me. I don't even have to exert any resources to do anything.
Plus, he knew that Ezra was a master escape artist. So, like, that, knowing that, it would make those little bit of resources even more stretched.
That's fair. Okay, so, I don't know. It just was weird to me that he just wouldn't just get rid of that. Just all right, you're done. Like I'm just done with
because
you.
it's also like, what is Ezra? Because like, what is Ezra doing to him? Like Ezra can't fucking fight.
Ezra took his position away.
What can he do right now?
Basically.
Like, what is Ezra going to do to him right in this moment? Ezra is stranded.
Oh no,
alone,
nothing. No, there's nothing Ezra can actually do to him. No, I agree with that. Yeah.
So, like, yes, I understand it. He has put him in the situation that he is in, but Thrawn has nothing to gain as of right now.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, I see. I definitely see that. All right, no, it's fine. It's fine. Like he's literally he's like 5 miles away. Like, why didn't he just bomb that little town, like that little tiny village.
Well, because they also said if like later on in the episode they do say that they have to keep moving constantly, that they're never in one spot for long.
Yeah.
So like he's probably been around this entire fucking like planet or area, multiple times.
Fair enough. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. We
Yes.
can move on from this.
Moving on.
Can I make two comments about Thrawn's entrance?
Yes. Oh, yes, please.
So when the Chimera shows up, like that, the Star Destroyer, that like blew my mind. And then you see it from the bottom and you see that it is the Chimera and you're like, what? Oh my God. Like just seeing that Star Destroyer was enough to be just, oh yeah. And then those troops with like the weird gold, like, creepy AF. Like what in the world?
His like second in charge guy was creepy as hell.
I don't know if you guys think this as well, but I think that most, if not all of them, is an army of undead.
I was wondering if it was something like weird.
I would not, because like the Night Mothers are involved in this, and they definitely have enough powerful magic to resurrect an entire army. Like
that is true.
So like I would not put it past that all of those are just because they did call them night troopers. They didn't call them anything else. They called them night troopers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I definitely wouldn't put it past them to be like the Malik or is that what they called him? The smoke dude.
You thought was Ezra? Yeah. Remember those good times we had with that?
I must abandon those dreams now because we have our Lord and Savior Moses Ezra Bridger.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Moses. I was like, who is that?
There was a second where I was like, if his second in command is Ezra, I'm gonna be even more mad that it wasn't the other dude.
Yes,
I thought for a second he was gonna just take his helmet off when he was like letting her go or whatever, and just be like, oh, by the way, I was gonna be like,
I did too.
I'm glad all of us, because there was a moment my heart just was like,
no.
Yeah, right. I was just like, no way.
I was like, no, Jason can't be right.
But for me, it was when he was letting Sabine
go. Must continue to be wrong.
Yeah.
For me, it was when he opened that gate and he was letting her go because he walked forward and said something else to her, and I thought he was just going to be like, it's going to be like, oh.
Not like that, he said to her. Yeah, because they had cracks in their uniforms and the threading or the clothing was from the Night Mothers too. So that could be another indication that they could be zombies. And then whatever the casket.
Oh, I guarantee if you watch this 100 times, there's something in there.
Yeah, something new
in there for us to find that we didn't
the caskets they took off the ship too.
Oh yeah. They looked like caskets.
Yeah. I guess he's trying to build more of his army of undead.
Yeah, I truly think so. And then, I mean, to be honest, I love the actual mount that they gave Sabine.
I want a big ugly dog.
The dog horse?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm like, I want it. It's just like a wolf rat. Fucking wolf rat.
But it acted like a dog. The tail wagged and everything. I was like, oh, I want it.
It was so cute.
Yeah, until it abandoned you during a fight.
It got shot.
My favorite scene actually was the when she's mad at it and she's walking away, and it's just that wide shot of her like walking away, and then him walking this way, and then turning around and be like, "No, wait for me, wait for me."
Right? She's like,
great little funny shot.
Yeah, which I was surprised how much he took to her too, because he's from the enemy. He's from Thrawn. I'm like, why are they putting her on this wild animal? Maybe he'll eat her or something.
Right.
I didn't know what was going on.
It was a quick change for me because at first I was like, all right, this thing definitely might eat her. And then literally like the next scene after that fight, it's just like this like whimpering dog. And I'm like, all right, well now he's
put her on like the most wimpy thing that looks dangerous.
Yeah.
And it's not even it doesn't even do anything. It's just there basically if it was gonna do anything, it was just gonna go on ahead and just drag out until she dies on top of him. That's basically what it would do, because it doesn't. Because I think because remember, their goal was to kill her. Either if she was going to either get killed by something, or if she was just going to ride out into the sunset and die, riding on this thing.
How poetic.
Well, no, and he also sent Baylor and Shin after her to find to also if she does find Ezra to bring him back. But he also does a very Thrawn move, which is, but if they don't come back either, oh well.
Yeah, because he was like, because our
absolutely
goal,
a Thrawn move.
You know, we got to focus on our goal.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
I'm pretty. Well, the moment he found out, which I don't understand how he didn't know already, which is, I will say, I thought was weird, how he didn't know that the mercenaries were with Morgan. And on top of that he didn't know that he was a Jedi, because the moment he found out that he was a Jedi, he kind of just wrote him off. Like, he was just like, yeah, I could care less what happens to him. He's a kind of a loose end in my eyes.
Yeah. Immediately.
No, he knew he was a Jedi. I thought it was weird the mothers didn't know. Because they couldn't sense that he was.
Well, they said they were communicating with her, but she wasn't. I don't think she was able to communicate back with them. That's the thing. Okay. Because she says when she first gets there, they says something like, "You heard us talking to you," and she or whatever. I can't remember exactly the wording, but basically that's what they were saying. But I didn't get the sense that she could like talk back. So that was, I think maybe that's why they didn't know those kind of things.
Yeah, because they said that they smell a Jedi or something like that.
They were talking about Sabine, though, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yes. Which I actually found very interesting. I wanted to get back to
Baylor is a Jedi, because they were kind of surprised when Thrawn said that he was a Jedi, and they were like, "What, a Jedi?"
Yeah.
Well, like, that's the thing.
The fact that they said she was dangerous is what I was like, oh.
I don't think Thrawn knew he was a Jedi right away, because I just think once he said his name, he knew who Balon was.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He said his name, and he was like, General.
He's your General Balon. Yeah.
Yes, like that's once he said the name, he put two and two together.
Yeah, and then the mothers, they didn't know. They were like, a Jedi? What? How we missed that? And I was like,
well, I mean, I don't know
how you miss it. Not that smart, mothers.
Are they? But they're not like sightseers, though, are they? I mean, they don't see into the future or anything like.
Well, they were talking about the threads of destiny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Like,
that's true.
It seemed like they were somehow looking into at least the present time, if not into the future.
Sure. No, okay.
Yeah. But it's still
because they were definitely surprised with Sabine. They were definitely surprised with them. I mean, that was definitely obvious. So I just kind of assumed they couldn't. I knew they could do certain things, but I didn't know they could see the future. Okay, so that maybe that's just where
I just think they have a little bit of a blind spot. That's all.
Yeah.
And then, a little bit of lag in their
maybe that's Sabine. Maybe that's the blind spot.
I don't know why I'm still on a dog on this bone, but I just thought that they would smell Baylor like another Jedi. I'm like, what did he do to cloak himself? I guess he doesn't.
I don't know if it's a matter of cloaking himself. I think it could also be a matter of like he's truly. Because in his mind, he has truly given up the ways of being what is perceived to be a Jedi in old ways. Oh, sure. And now he is living his life in this new order that he has envisioned. So I think maybe that could be the reason why. And also maybe, Sabine, doesn't probably see herself as a Jedi really. So maybe that's why. I don't know.
Well, just going off of what I've seen from this episode, though, too, and what I was thinking was, okay, maybe what they're seeing is something that he's blocking from them, since they have access into, there's some paths of the dark side, and there's some paths of the light side, and maybe he's trying to block it off from them seeing what he's feeling, to the point where they don't know. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, having some type of wall hide their feelings all the time. I mean, that's not
right. But I'm thinking inside their head,
uncommon.
They're trying to see what's inside his head. And therefore, that's why they have the blind spot on there, because maybe he's blocking them from seeing what he's feeling. where they can't pick that up.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what Palpatine did. I mean, Palpatine did the exact same thing. He was able to block himself from the
Don't
Jedi
get me
Order.
started on that again.
Yeah.
I know.
I got power.
But it's technically because of that, it is a dark side power or whatever. So, I mean, technically, if they are dabbling in the dark side, at least.
I just cannot.
But also, I want to go off of what I want to piggyback off what Jason said real quick, though, too. Yeah, come on. I want to ride on your back just like Yoda. But no.
Oh my God.
Okay. So what I was thinking was this, okay? Because of the fact that she doesn't feel like that she's a Jedi herself, maybe because that she's in with her own feelings a little bit, to the point where she doesn't know what she is. Therefore, it's hard to identify with someone that doesn't know who they are. Yeah. Therefore, they can't pick on, okay, well, you have a little bit of the sense of the dark, or you're battling with the dark side, or you're battling with the light side. She's battling with different things within her own self, probably.
Yeah.
The point where they can't pick that up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she's also battling with the fact, like, she has this Mandalorian teaching. She has these kind of rebel fighting teaching. She has this now Jedi training in her. She has all these conflicting things going on, but in the end of the day, all she wanted to do was, find her friend.
Yeah, I was trying to read that. I was like, what's going on?
Okay. I think those are emoticons probably, but hello.
What just happened? Yeah.
We have a viewer from Chile. How's it going, my friend?
Hey.
Oh, man. Yeah, nice.
How you doing?
Nice.
But like I said, I think it's just hard for her to figure out who she is in this world, and she has so many conflicted teachings going on in her mind. Yeah. She has so many conflicted, and at the end of the day, all she wants to do is find her friend. Like that's literally like that's
number one goal. Drive. She doesn't care about anything else. She doesn't even care about the map or anything like that. Yeah. She just got mixed up with it because of the fact that her place got broken into. That's it. All she cares about is just that one thing, and that's all.
And I think
no. That's definitely not her only motivations. No. Sorry.
I think Thrawn was
I know you probably don't know like Rebels and stuff, but yeah, that's definitely not her only motivation.
What? Wait, what did you say her motivation was?
Yeah.
Because her place
got anything about her motivations. I just said that, well, basically her only motivation is to find her friend.
Yeah.
Basically what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay.
No,
oh, okay, sorry.
No, I didn't go into the... Yeah, but I haven't been. I didn't go into the rabbit hole.
I thought you said because her place got broken into. I was like, yeah, that has nothing to do with this basically at all. I was like, wait a minute.
Just goes on a John Wick murder path because her place got broken into.
Murdered my loaf cat. That's it.
I'm sorry. You murder a loaf cat. My loaf cat. I will
just have the Continental set up inside that junkyard planet.
You know it. Just fucking. Blasters everywhere.
Sorry, I misheard you, John. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay, man. It's okay.
I think they're emojis.
Ahsoka better than the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Yes, I
can agree on.
I completely agree with
that. But there are great things in both. Look, Obi-Wan was not, in my opinion, as bad as everybody thought it was.
I don't think it's bad. I just think this is definitely a more action-packed series, and this is definitely more tying up loose ends.
Yes.
Instead of creating new things to wonder about. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Because Obi-Wan left. Yes. Obi-Wan just left more questions.
Look, I didn't get everything I wanted story-wise out of Obi-Wan, but I got everything emotionally I wanted out of Obi-Wan, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Does.
Yeah.
It wasn't the perfect story, but everything else was good enough to make up for that, I think. I don't think the story was bad. It wasn't. I would have done things differently, but again, that's
what was behind Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
who directed?
I think it was
Tucker.
No, it was
was it Favreau or Filoni?
No, it was Kelly Marie Tran. No.
Deborah Chow.
Deborah Chow. I'm sorry. Yes.
There
oh my God.
Yeah.
I was thinking Rose for some reason. I had Rose in my head. Yes, Deborah Chow. She did a few of the Mandalorian episodes. She's worked with Filoni and them for a while. So.
Yes.
But I do want to mention
again,
this,
I think it
though.
was better than most people do. Honestly,
Yeah,
I thought it was a lot better.
They
than
can
most people
tie
did.
it into Ahsoka too if they want to.
Yeah.
John, what were you about to say?
Yeah, Tom.
But I wasn't saying that Obi-Wan is bad or anything either. I'm just saying,
no.
as far as
You better
story-wise
not.
and storytelling, no, but not. What I'm saying is, I enjoyed Obi-Wan, but
Yeah.
as far as storytelling and world building and connecting things, this does it better than that.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
I actually put this show above Obi-Wan.
Mhm.
And of course, Mando is always going to be number one, and this is going to be probably 2, and then, but
Number one in your heart.
I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know yet.
Maybe
But anyways,
these last 2 episodes will make it the worst show ever. But
I don't know, but
if these
I'm
2
still
episodes
digging it.
are at least decent, then I think this might be my favorite show.
So far, it's my favorite, but my second
Yeah.
favorite's Book of Boba Fett. So,
That's a hot take right
I
here.
would love
He
to have
said,
you guys
"I'm
talk
gonna
about
stand
that.
on this hill."
Yeah, we'll 100%. Yes, we'll have a whole talk on that one because
Absolutely.
listen, I wanted to love that, but I couldn't.
He's my favorite character in all of Star Wars, and I wanted that show to be great.
So basically,
But,
Filoni has
okay.
to do all the series.
All right.
But again, another show that I do not hate as much as most people, but I do anyway.
a little off the rails.
Okay. All right, sir.
Right.
We're back. Okay.
No,
Okay.
we're fine.
So while Sabine is out there hunting for her friend, she finds the
Ninja Turtles.
well,
Before turtles.
Before that, she runs into the bandits that
yeah.
are trying to kill her. Nice little fight scene. Wolf runs off like we spoke about.
Yeah. Yes.
He's loyal.
Which I love their kind of armor design, the bandits. It was kind of almost like Japanese
like a samurai.
or samurai, but kind of more also Marauder-esque. You know what I mean? Like it was really
You
cool.
think they were like stormtroopers that defected that were on the ship with them, maybe?
Ooh, okay.
And they like altered their armor over time?
But I mean, if that was the case, I feel like then Ezra, I mean that 100% very well could be, but then they were speaking the native tongue, and also Ezra might have like tried to hook up with some defected clone troopers.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I'm just throwing it out there. Yeah.
No, I like that. I'd love that.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And I noticed too, she wasn't that great with her blaster, but then she became a little bit more skilled with her lightsaber.
Yeah,
she did.
Yeah.
Yes, which I thought they might have went the other way around, where she like pulled out the saber and kind of got her ass whooped a little bit with the saber, and then pulled the blasters out, because we know what she can do with blasters. I mean, like that the first few seconds of that fight, she was putting in work with those blasters. It's not so,
100%.
but yeah, she got overwhelmed and pulled out that lightsaber, and she was very. I thought she actually was look good with the lightsaber. At that point,
for sure.
So,
you know, I think that was probably the most comfortable we've seen her with the saber.
Exactly.
Ever since. I shouldn't say that because she definitely was way more comfortable in what's it called with the dark saber.
She was also fighting with emotion at that. I mean, that fight. I don't. It's different. Yeah, I think it's different, and it's been a while, so it's not like she's a natural, sword fighter or somebody like. She's a blaster. So
Mandalorian.
I don't think she's as proficient, but she's definitely learned. I mean, she's definitely trying. That's the main.
Oh, for sure.
So, I did like that scene a lot because she killed. I don't know. There's like 7 of them, right? There's a bunch of them.
She sliced them.
And just
one thing I wanted. Go ahead.
No. Go.
One thing I wanted to say about those people, they sounded like a mixture of Tusken Raider and Ugnaught.
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
Well, at first I heard Tusken Raider, and I was like, why in the world do they sound? And then I heard other noises, and I'm like, it sounds like a mixture. It was so weird, but I thought it was interesting for sure. Like, a really cool auditory choice, but
yes,
it did give me. I definitely was feeling Tusken Raider at 1st
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, why are they here?
Yeah.
Right.
I was so confused.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. I love it. That's great.
That's good.
Yeah, so then we get the great scene with her and the dog animal thing, whatever that is, whatever that thing is.
And then now I'm calling them scuttlebugs. I don't know what those.
I'm calling them
creatures
Ninja
are
Turtles.
called.
They're
not
Turtles.
Ninja
I just
Turtles.
looked it up.
Range
I
ninja.
just looked it up. They have a name.
What is the name?
They are well. Remember in Mandalorian, she was Frog Lady. Like on Wikipedia, she was Frog Lady.
Yeah,
you're right.
They are the
naughty.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So they're very naughty then.
Look, I love the design. Yes, I love the design. And yep, right behind you. It's right behind you. There he is. Look at him. Ninja Turtle.
Oh my gosh.
But and you know what I love? That they talk, they speak their language, like they speak, alien, whatever their alien language is. It's not not English.
Oh, alien! I like how now we're just being just lumping every alien language. They speak alien.
What do you mean alien?
You know what I mean. Whatever their language is. I'm not going to say. No.
You specious.
Next thing you know, he's going to say, those aliens.
Yep.
I
love the Ninja Turtles because that will definitely be something I will buy if they make those things. I will definitely buy one of those.
So they're not Ninja Turtles.
I'm gonna have 4 of them, and they will be Ninja Turtles.
Yes, they look more like Escargot.
Well, Teenage Mutant Ninja Naughties. That's what they'll be then. How about that?
Oh my god!
Very naughty. Very naughty.
TMNN. TMNN.
Looks at me like, girl, no.
Anyway.
I won't be the only one with a Teenage Mutant Ninja.
Because we have to talk about this moment, though. We do. We have to talk about this moment. It's very serious because he notices the rebel symbol on them, or the symbol on the necklace.
Yep.
And I love that because she keeps saying Ezra, and then he's like, "All right, everybody, wake up!" Like she knows, he knows Ezra. And then they are talking in this little circle, and it keeps saying Ezra, and she's just like, "Do you know Ezra or not?" And I'm like, "I've been saying it like 5 times." But they realize that they know where Ezra is, and this moment, I mean, I literally almost, because I'm like, it's the end of the episode, we're not going to see him.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, this is the end.
I was like, can we hurry up and get to this damn village?
It'd be funny if they just continue off with them going Ezra.
I thought for sure they were going to cut away to something else happening and then end of episode, and we were not going to get Ezra. So I was so happy that we did. But that little scene of them and them all having that little symbol, I thought was just great. I thought that's really a fun way. Because what else would he be doing? He would be trying to find people, creatures, people to talk to. So that makes total sense for him to be with that group of, or type of group of people, an alien species that he can kind of mingle with. And obviously are very friendly. They're very friendly.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone ever remember Ezra's eyes being that fucking blue?
No. I think they kind of animated it.
Okay. Because I'm just
they were blue, but yeah.
Like, what is this? Like, all right, Admiral Thrawn had red eyes, sure, but like now are we doing this whole like, oh, red, blue? Stop this shit. Stop it. They don't need to be that profound. They didn't need to make him look like Moses. I'm like,
they're trying to. I think they're trying to make him look like his father. Like his father kind of looked like Moses.
100%. They were,
but yeah, I didn't get the eyes thing. I think they were trying to just be like, oh, in the anime, his eyes are blue, so let's make his eyes very blue. And I'm like, that just.
I mean, that's pretty blue.
Yeah, I guess.
But it's an anime though. We would have been okay with brown eyes. Been like, oh, okay,
Well, then you.
I don't know about now. I definitely would have noticed that
because they didn't.
I think I would have noticed. Yeah, because that's. They always have close-ups of his face and Rebels.
They just looked so like I'm saying like
Yeah.
Well, I mean, also blue in animation and blue in real life is definitely different. So you can
Yeah,
tell they
that's
enhanced
true.
them. So
That's
yeah,
Yeah, he could have had some
But
blue contacts though. That looked weird.
yeah,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
100%.
something.
I love the way he looked. I just love their first interaction with him. And I do love the fact that he was kind of jokingly like, I did it to say, I did everything right, right? Right?
Mhm.
Nope.
And like she's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but also like kind of like the whole moment where she was just like, I don't want to talk about this all right now. Right now, I'm just enjoying the moment that I have actually finally I've accomplished the mission I have set out to for fucking years now. I have found my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think it was such a beautiful moment just to like, yes, there's a lot to go on, but like, please let me just like live in this for a second.
It's a great scene. It really
gonna
is a
be
great scene.
one hot second too before he finds out what she had to do. And then he's gonna be so.
Oh, she's never gonna tell him what she's actually been through, though.
She's gonna have to. She's gonna have to.
I mean, she will, but we know Sabine. She's gonna hold back no matter what. Even with that. I mean, maybe because he's been away for so long, maybe, but she's gonna.
The moment Ahsoka comes around, because she's coming.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's gonna be right there in the next episode. So the moment they link up with Ahsoka, Ahsoka's gonna confront her, whether it's in front of Ezra or not.
Well, there's no doubt. Yeah, I don't think there's a doubt.
Yang knows. Ahsoka telling everybody, telling all Sabine's business.
Yeah, Mandalorian's great. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But no, this is a great scene. This is a great reunion scene with them. Definitely tearjerker for sure.
Yeah.
Just them seeing each other again for the first time. And I love I love that they don't like that she doesn't immediately run up to him. She kind of just stands there and takes it in for a minute, which I really I thought was a great moment.
There was a moment though, because in her mind, they are trapped there. She doesn't know that they're still there. Like people are still there. She thinks the Thrawn and them have gone and left. So there's a moment where he says, I can't wait to finally go home. And I'm just like, she's got to tell him, like, I can't get us home.
He has no idea. He has no idea.
Yeah.
Which sucks. Which really sucks
100%.
for him. Yeah.
Well,
because she does have to tell him again. Yeah, obviously.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
So, but I think that she's going to show up before, and I don't feel like they're going to have much time to be alone before Ahsoka actually shows up.
No.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
But you also got to think Thrawn's now, because he knows the Purgles are coming. He's on the lookout. He told them straight up, you see any Purgle in the area? Yes.
Yeah.
He told them. He told them you're on Purgle. Like basically you're on Purgle watch, and it's Purgle hunting season.
He said shoot them without prejudice.
Yeah, literally, just like everything is going shot down.
Yeah. And he
knows. I completely missed that. Then okay.
He knows Ahsoka is coming, but it's weird. He didn't know her master. I thought he knew who her master was.
Yeah, that was a weird one too.
Wait,
he doesn't.
He knows Anakin because of the books.
Yeah.
The Throne trilogy.
He would have 100% known who he
worked with Anakin.
Yes.
He would have known everything about
No, you're absolutely right. Yeah. No, you're right. Because he in the new Thrawn trilogy, he's definitely in it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's the fact that he was. I will say the fact that he did say like, "Hey, I want everything pulled on Ahsoka. I want to know everything about her, and who her master is, and all that." It's like, you know that.
That was a little weird.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he just in the moment's not putting it together, but that doesn't seem like Thrawn either, because he would know that information.
I guess they're just writing him for this series as he didn't know.
Right.
like
Oh wow.
some stuff.
No, you're absolutely right though, because he's definitely in the Thrawn series. So
Yeah, Thrawn
And
Alliances is all about Anakin and Thrawn.
no, yeah, no, you're
And
right.
doesn't even in Rebels, doesn't he know of her presence at the end of the Rebels series?
She's not there during that part of the battle.
No, but not at the very end of the. But I'm talking about
He
towards
might
the end
know
of the
she's there.
series.
Yeah, I mean, he might.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like he would have already known that they were working
Yeah.
together. You know what I mean? The amount of
Oh, he would have
research that
definitely
man-
known she was working with them. Yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm saying.
That.
Like, and if he would have already known they were working together, he would have already had like a dossier on her and everything.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
that. Like,
It
Yeah,
definitely
you would think,
tamed him down a little bit, made him, like
Yeah.
4% dumb.
But
That's four.
then again, but then again, you gotta admit, maybe that's them trying to hint that he hasn't had his finger on the pulse in a very long time. That he hasn't been away from all of his, because you gotta imagine he might have some limited knowledge going on. What's it called? Like limited knowledge at his disposal on this ship, on this planet, so he doesn't have access to his vast libraries that he had, all his collections that he had, so he can't brush up on things. Maybe he's the type of person who is always like refreshing himself with situations and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like
I would assume, yeah.
But,
yeah. No, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Well, do we want to wrap it up there?
Wait a minute. Well, there's one more scene, right?
Which one?
No.
Was that the end? Oh, that's right. No, that is the end. Yeah, no, that's
the
right.
end, yeah.
I was like, what scene did you see?
No, you're right. No, you're right. You're right. Because I thought there was one more scene where they went back with them, but I think that's before she gets to the little village.
Yep.
When they're examining the bodies of the bandits or whatever you want to call them that she killed.
Oh yeah.
And they had that little conversation.
And they said, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah.
For now.
Balin and.
Well, that was way earlier. The Balins.
Yeah.
The Balins.
Yeah,
that's what I said. That was earlier. Yeah, we missed that when we were talking about the that. So yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a very interesting conversation because now they're going to be working with the bandits. Maybe we'll see how that plays out. I'm very interested because once Ahsoka lands, if this stuff there's this battle that they're setting up for could be pretty crazy. Could be pretty crazy. Thrawn doesn't care. Thrawn's gone. We already know he doesn't give a crap about this. He's not staying for this battle.
Yeah.
So this battle either happens before they actually leave and they've whatever, but no matter what, Thrawn's not sticking around for this battle to have a part in it. He's going to let them fight this out. So
yeah, I think John has to go. John, you gotta head out.
Oh, John,
Yeah,
you gotta go, man. Okay.
Yeah, I went to the dentist earlier today, so I'm kind of
Okay. Yeah.
Never good.
I'm here, but I'm not here. But
Why don't you start signing us off? Where can they find you?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can find me at Movie Loves Unite. We're gonna be. Matter of fact, I'm actually releasing another trailer reaction probably tomorrow for Nicolas Cage's other film that he's gonna be in called Retirement Plan. I'm gonna be releasing that tomorrow. I did the other one last night. Reviewed that and put out the reaction today for Dream Scenario, where everybody's dreaming about Nicolas Cage. So that's one that I reacted to recently. As for our Friday show goes and everything, it might be another trailer reaction with some shorts and stuff like that I'm releasing. I just ended up dropping a lot of shorts this morning, like 4 shorts. I ended up doing the Serial Mom review with Doom Generation, did that. Then, of course, I also did the Dream Scenario one and then The Fugitive that I reviewed. That's everything over at Movie Loves Unite, but we have more stuff coming out probably next week.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Get some rest.
Man,
Yeah,
thank
right?
you.
I know, right?
I'll be back next
You
week.
worked Rossi to death tonight, so
That's
we
not my
couldn't have
fault.
her
That's
on,
not my
thanks
fault,
to
sir.
you.
That is not my fault. You double booked yourself. On the other hand, I triple booked myself last week.
I'm just messing with you, man.
I know you are.
Okay, well, you'll be back next week.
Yep. And Don will be my publicist.
I told you won't work in this town again with me as your agent.
Yes, you will. I'm
Won't work again.
less is more.
All right, bye, John.
God, thank you for stopping by, man. We do appreciate it.
Go lay
Thank
down.
you guys so much. Thank you.
All right, go
I'll
lay
see
down.
you guys later on.
All right, bye.
Yeah.
All right, go lay down now.
So, does anybody have any last thoughts though, or anything they want to touch?
do.
Yeah, because I do think we missed a few little things. So,
the giant hyperspace ring, was it
Yes.
made that large so it could accommodate the Star Destroyer?
I believe so.
Okay. Because I didn't make that connection until I was thinking, okay, they're going back, but
so it locks in and
Yep.
yeah, just locks
That's
in.
exactly what I thought, because
Nice.
again, like I've said in every episode, I don't think that they've done anything not with a purpose, and they showed the back end of his ship, and the biggest thrusters, the 3 biggest thrusters are completely shot. So for a fact that thing ain't making a hyper jumps by itself.
Fair. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. So yeah, I would not be surprised. So that's definitely a possibility. And that thing is definitely bigger than I thought it was. So
yeah.
So that's definitely a big one. Yeah, guys. I mean, just overall, I really feel like this was a really strong episode again for them. I really think they hit a lot of great emotional beats for people that know the stories and seen the story, and even people I think that don't know the story as well. Again, can continue to follow along, and just they keep lightly dropping the breadcrumbs each episode of kind of what happened before.
Yeah.
And just keep filling in those gaps, but they're not overloading anybody with information, which I think is great for the newer, because this is a big story to tell with a new story to tell on top of it. So it's a tough job they're pulling off right now. So I got to commend Filoni and everybody that's working on this right now that is pulling this off, because it really is a tough story to tell. So I'm really glad they got to do it and they did it right.
Yeah, for sure.
Agree.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
But guys, thank you so much for coming by and watching us talk about this crazy stuff that we love to talk about in this crazy world, far away, this universe far away. Padawan, Frito, Tamika, Marie, tell us where they can find you guys, and please hit that subscribe button for us, guys. Please do.
Well, Marie, why don't you start off, because I'm a regular here.
Okay. You can find me on Twitter /X at Alia Morgaine, and on YouTube at Afra's Artifacts, where I talk about queer Star Wars. Now, I really am thinking that I'm just going to have to take that break for a month or so.
Yeah.
But I will be here on next Wednesday and the Wednesday after to talk about Ahsoka. So,
yes.
Cool.
Definitely. You got 2 more.
And I have
episodes, right?
over 100 episodes already, so there's plenty of backlog that you can check out if you want to know about queer Star Wars.
Yeah.
Definitely go check it out.
Absolutely. Tamika, what about you?
Are you lurking in anyone else's channels these days?
Yeah, wherever. It's channel surfing. That's where you can find me. I'm here. Movie Lovers Unite. Wherever. I know, right? You better be getting A's.
Right? All this hard work you've been away from us,
you
100%
missing all
better be
these
getting
shows.
A's.
You better be getting A++s.
Always.
Yes. Nice.
But for me, you guys can find me here on Jedi Academy. You can find me on Multiverse, obviously Multiverse of Geekdom, but Gaming in the Multiverse. I'm going to have some ironing out some details, and we have finally officially started work on Titans of the Turf Season 2, breaking down some rules, changing the way some things up. So please stay tuned. We're going to be making sure we have teams and everything, and I know Marie is possibly joining us for that. Yay. I'm still hoping to get you involved in this.
I would love that. Anybody, I would love to get. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
No.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness, yeah, man. No,
You need to be in the bed right now.
exactly right.
God damn. Get to studying, boy. God damn.
Jeez.
You guys know where you can find me though, at Jedi Master Talk on Threads. Look for the Multiverse of Geekdom on the X one and the other ones. I'm not there, sorry. You can also find me though on Instagram. You can find me here on the channel, guys, pretty much anywhere. Kind of roaming around on all the shows. But yes, we are definitely excited about Titans of the Turf Season 2. We have officially started working on it, and we are ready to get going. So definitely look out for that. But till next time, guys, another great Ahsoka episode down the drain, and we've been talking about it, guys.
Down the drain.
It's down the drain. Down the drain. It didn't sit well. Didn't sit well. As soon as I said it, it didn't sit well.
Oh my God.